Imagine a steak that costs as much as a new iPhone. It melts in your mouth, shines with white marble-like fat, and many call it the best meat on earth. But is it worth the money, or just brilliant marketing? Today, we enter the world of Kobe Wagyu beef. From the hidden history of these luxury cows to the absurd path they take before landing on your plate. After this, you'll never see a steak the same way again. Not all Wagyu is Kobe, but all Kobe is Wagyu. It's like saying all Ferraris are cars, but not all cars are Ferraris. The category is big, but only a tiny elite fraction reaches the top. Wagyu simply means Japanese cow, but behind that simple name lies a group of highly engineered breeds such as Tajima, Miyazaki, and Matsusaka, each raised with obsessively controlled genetics and environments. What truly makes Wagyu special is the marbling, those delicate snowy veins of intramuscular fat that weave through the meat like white lace. This isn't the outer fat you trim off. It's fat inside the muscle, created through slow growth, calm living conditions, and centuries of selective breeding. That fat is unique because it melts at around human body temperature. The moment it touches your tongue, it liquefies into a buttery, sweet richness that coats your mouth. Instead of chewing through tough fibers, you feel the beef dissolve into flavor, a sensory experience that almost no other cattle breed on Earth can replicate. This is why Wagyu became famous worldwide, and why Kobe, the most exclusive form of Wagyu, sits at the very top of the luxury meat hierarchy. Japan's cattle originally arrived from mainland Asia around the 2nd century, and for most of their early history, they were purely work animals, used for farming, hauling, and labor. Eating beef was considered taboo for religious and cultural reasons, and for centuries almost no one consumed it. This began to change during the late Edo and early Meiji periods, when military leaders promoted meat consumption to strengthen soldiers and modernize the population. As demand grew, breeders shifted their focus from physical strength to meat quality. Crossbreeding with foreign cattle briefly introduced new traits, but once Japan closed its borders, strict registries were created to control genetics. From that moment, Wagyu became a highly regulated breed group, with marbling and tenderness as the core priorities. In Hyogo Prefecture, a specific bloodline, Tajima Gyu, was refined with exceptional precision. This lineage became the foundation for what we now call true Kobe beef. Compared to Black Angus, Galician Blonde, or USDA Prime, the marbling of a 5 Kobe is on a completely different level, which is why it rose from local specialty to a global luxury symbol. To qualify as real Kobe beef, the rules are extremely strict, far stricter than most luxury foods. The animal must be pure Tajima Gyu, born, raised, and slaughtered exclusively within Hyogo Prefecture. Its lineage must remain pure for at least 4 generations, with no foreign cattle mixed in. Age, weight, and even body shape must fall within exact limits to ensure the meat develops the right balance of fat and muscle. Most importantly, the BMS, beef marbling score, must be 6 or higher. Only a tiny percentage reach A5, the absolute top grade that represents near-perfect marbling. But before any of these tests matter, the long journey begins at the moment the calf is born. Pregnancy in Wagyu cattle lasts about 9 months, mirroring humans, and almost always produces a single calf to ensure full development. The moment the calf is born, it is wet, fragile, and vulnerable. Within the first hour, it must manage to stand and reach the mother's udder to drink colostrum, the thick, nutrient-rich first milk that is packed with antibodies, essential for immunity, survival, and long-term health. This simple act in the opening hour of life is critical, as it sets the foundation for the calf's ability to grow into a premium quality cow. During the first months, every detail revolves around health and stability. Barns are meticulously maintained, floors are kept dry, bedding clean, and ventilation controlled to avoid drafts or excessive humidity. Farmers monitor each calf constantly, observing appetite, body temperature, and behavior, because even a minor illness or stress episode can have lasting effects on growth and, crucially, marbling. Gentle handling, quiet environments, and constant observation are essential to ensure these calves thrive. At around 3 to 4 months, the weaning process begins. Calves are gradually separated from their mothers and moved into small, calm groups of similar-aged peers. These sections are designed to be tranquil, with plenty of space, soft straw, and minimal disturbances. Stress at this stage must be minimized because even mild anxiety can influence fat distribution in the muscles for life, directly affecting the quality of the future Kobe beef. In essence, these first months are not just about survival. They are about laying the foundation for one of the most luxurious and precisely crafted foods on Earth. Then comes the phase most people imagine when they think of Wagyu, the feeding process. But it's not done aggressively. Everything is gradual and controlled. Their diet includes hay, grains, rice bran, corn, barley, and soy. During hot summers, some farmers give small amounts of beer to stimulate appetite when cattle naturally eat less. While stories about sake baths and classical music are often exaggerated, the truth is still impressive. Farmers are obsessed with comfort. Stables are kept at controlled temperatures. The cows always have clean water, and many farms use brushes or roller massagers to keep muscles relaxed and reduce stress. Wagyu are not encouraged to move much. They're not raised to be strong athletes. They're raised to stay calm, preserve energy, and allow fat to infiltrate the muscle fibers evenly, creating the signature marbling that makes Kobe beef so famous. At around 28 to 32 months and reaching roughly 600 to 700 kilograms, the cattle are transported in specially designed, stress-free trucks to the slaughterhouse. The floors are padded, the ride is slow, and handlers avoid any loud noises. Even a few minutes of panic can cause chemical changes in the muscles, ruining years of careful work. After slaughter, the carcass is split, cleaned, and moved into cold rooms, where it rests for 24 to 36 hours. This controlled resting period allows the fibers to relax and the internal moisture to settle, crucial steps before grading begins. Under bright angled lights, specialists step in to evaluate the marbling pattern with almost artistic precision. They study how fine the white fat threads are, how evenly they spread, and how they contrast with the deep red of the muscle. The BMS score, along with the Japanese AC yield rating and the 1 to 5 quality scale, determines whether the meat sits among ordinary beef or rises to elite status. If every requirement is met, from marbling to age to the farm of origin, the Kobe Beef Consortium certifies it. A unique 10-digit code is then assigned, one that traces the animal from birth to processing. In that moment, the carcass stops being meat and officially becomes a luxury product. The finest A5 halves with flawless marbling head straight to auction, where buyers from top restaurants and premium wholesalers compete for them. Prices can skyrocket, some cuts selling for the equivalent of a used car, simply because the visual perfection is that rare. From there, butchers take over, using near-surgical precision to separate steaks, paper-thin slices for yakiniku or shabu-shabu, and carefully portioned cuts for export. Every gram is accounted for, labeled, vacuum-sealed, and protected. Nothing about this stage is rushed. Every movement is deliberate. Cooking Kobe beef is surprisingly minimalist, almost paradoxically simple given its luxurious reputation. There are no heavy marinades, no thick sauces, no complicated culinary tricks, just heat and respect for the meat itself. The grill or pan must be scorching hot, so the moment the slice touches the surface, the intramuscular fat begins to melt, searing the outside and creating a delicate, aromatic crust. Its own fat is enough. No added oils are needed. Timing is everything. Only a few seconds per side for a thin slice, slightly longer for a thicker steak, because overcooking even slightly destroys the culmination of years of careful breeding, feeding, and stress-free handling. Minimal seasoning is key, just a small pinch of salt to enhance the natural flavors, a drop of soy sauce for subtle umami, perhaps a touch of fresh wasabi to awaken the palate. And then comes the moment every chef and diner anticipates, the first bite. Unlike ordinary steaks, Kobe doesn't require chewing. It melts almost immediately, the fat releasing its subtle sweetness, the meat offering deep, rich umami, and the texture delivering a buttery, almost creamy sensation. Each bite is a combination of flavor and physics, a sensation that explains why true Kobe is often called red gold, a name that reflects not just rarity and cost, but the extraordinary journey and care embedded in every fiber of the meat. Think about the journey. A calf nurtured from birth with obsessive attention, born into carefully controlled environments where temperature, humidity, and hygiene are constantly monitored. It is fed only the finest ingredients: hay, grains, rice bran, fermented soy, and sometimes even a touch of beer in summer to stimulate appetite. Every day it is brushed and massaged to reduce stress, maintain circulation, and ensure tender muscles. Its growth and genetics are tracked with scientific precision, down to each lineage and even a unique 10-digit identification code. You're not just paying for a piece of meat. You're investing in years of coordinated human effort, careful planning, and a system designed to produce one of the most meticulously controlled and refined food products in the world. Every step, from birth to slaughter, from grading to auction, is optimized to preserve quality and create perfection on the plate. Marketing may dramatize some of the more romanticized details, cows listening to classical music or sipping sake, but the real magic lies in discipline, genetics, nutrition, welfare, and relentless quality control. Every bite is the culmination of science, patience, and an almost obsessive pursuit of excellence, making Kobe beef not just a meal, but a rare experience and a testament to human precision in foodcraft. Now the question is yours. Knowing the effort behind every bite, is Kobe beef outrageous, or is the price simply the cost of perfection? And if given the chance, would you pay to try an A5 Kobe steak once in your life? Or would you say, it's just a steak?